Mitrovica, M1, televizioni I parë shqip në rajonin e Mitrovicës.
Well, first of all, Kosovo is a place where 90% of population are Albanians and 10% are the rest Serbians, Turkish and so on. In 1989 was abolished by force the autonomy of Kosovo, and then 2 years later the Serbian government occupied the university buildings and the high school buildings. So in that way about 27,000 Albanian students were thrown out from their own university buildings, and about 1,000 professors and also more than 300,000 pupils from high schools. From that time we began to continue the university activities, so we have done that in our private houses in very hard conditions. So in that way we in fact began an initiative to organize a peaceful, non-violent students' protest.
This Ford Video M1.
Down on demonstrators in the province of Kosovo, where ethnic Albanian students have been demanding the right to be taught in Albanian at Prishtine University. The medium of instruction is Serbo-Croat. The police fired tear gas at the demonstrators on Wednesday, and there was panic as thousands of people tried to flee. Many were pursued and beaten.
People were injured when clashes broke out between police and demonstrators. The protesters, mainly ethnic Albanians who outnumber the Serbs by 9-1, are calling for classes to be taught at the university in their language.
En la ciudad de Pristina, la marcha había sido convocada por las organizaciones estudiantiles para pedir la reapertura de las instituciones de enseñanza albanesas clausuradas por las autoridades serbias hace ya 7 años. La manifestación ha sido disuelta.
War es auch in Kosovo zu heftigen Auseinandersetzungen gekommen. Dort gingen einige hundert Polizisten in aller Härte gegen mehrere tausend Studenten vor. Sie fordern für die Universität einen Unterricht in albanischer Sprache. 90% der Bevölkerung in Kosovo sind Albaner.
We started this protest as we planned before in 10:30, and we made a march about 200 meters probably. After a while, the police came and blocks the road, so we were stuck there. We didn't want to do something, but we just stayed there with our slogans hanging up in the air, and also all the slogans were more or less only the one demand ours, getting back our university buildings. After a while, the police never told to us something like spread out or something like that, so they just started to use violence and to abuse all the people around there. First of all, they arrested the first 5 people who were on that march, and there were there are students which are in fact in organization council here, and also the leadership of the Students' Independent Union, and the rector, together with his with the professor's vice rector is here, in fact. And then during the time when they grabbed us, two people, they were policemen, but they were weird as the civilians. They grabbed me and they pushed me through the mass of the police, and they made a corridor there, and they would start beating me all the time during I passed through that corridor. Well, after we were taken to the police station, the police abused us when we get out from the car that time, and they hit me very bad, in fact, in my back with the barrel of their gun. After that, a high official there from the police investigated me, and in fact there were a lot of those inspectors there. We were taken to the different separate rooms, and for more than an hour they asked to us a lot of questions. For example, why you're doing that? This is not non-political, and we just said to them that we were beaten only because we are Albanian students, and our goals are no political goals. They are just to get back to our university buildings, because also university is non-political institution and our organization is non-political. After that, the police was warning to us all the time, don't even try or even think to repeat this, because you're going to be very bad, and this is nothing comparing to that what we are going to, how you're going to be beaten in the future if you try to do this kind of protest again.
Të vogël e tim, Ju përshëndes të gjithëve, ju përvitoj që keni ardhur këtu dinjitës me vazhdimin e protestave bashkëore të studentëve për një qëllim të lartë, lirimin pa kush të objekte të hapësirës universitare.
We have chosen a peaceful way to release our buildings, and we will continue in that way in order to attain our right to press.
Unsere Proteste basieren auf ein unpolitisches Programm. All unsere Forderungen sind unpolitisch.
Le régime serbe qui exerce une répression continuée dont doit prêter attention à nos revendications.
Të dashur student, në simdhënës dhe veç të popullit tim, protestat tona do të vazhdojnë në të ardhmen.
This fourth video M1.
Organizatori jonë, lidhur me iniciativën, ka formuar këshillin organizativ për organizimin e protestave. I njëjti këshill ka caktuar platformën në cila mbështetet mbi 3 parime themelore. Protestat janë të qeta, jo violente dhe studentore. Qëllimet tona sipas kësaj platforme janë decidivisht lirimi i të gjitha objekteve tona universitare.
The Sport Video M1.